Welcome everybody to BA301. This is a fascinating class as we look at how to research particular problems in business and come to solutions, recommendations that are based on fact and not emotion or opinions. One of the biggest problems I think that everyone faces today, both in the business and the political arena, is far too many people jump to conclusions. What you will find is that your best friend in this class is the question why. Constantly ask yourself, why is this occurring at a business? It will help you to differentiate between symptom and root cause. Because this is an online class, we make extensive use of the course website, D2L. So I just wanted to go over just a couple of things in case you're not familiar with D2L, or other instructors do different things with D2L. So I just wanted to point out all the information really that's relevant to the course is under the content section there. So if you see when I click on content, then course information tells you some information. Here's a little more detail about myself. Here's the syllabus. Now, I've got a link to the PSU bookstore, but the good news is there's no textbook for this class, so you don't have to spend any money. Then there are some supplemental documents here in the course documents that give you some things to assist you. This first one I pointed out, the BA Style Guide. This is a business class, and the style guide I am expecting you to use is a business style. So it's not MLA, it's not any of the other academic styles. This style guide was developed by talking with companies like Intel and Nike and asking them what do they expect their employees to use when they're writing. So my intent here is to get you familiar with the expectations in the business world, not the academic world. This folder here, you'll see sample assignments. I've included some sample assignments. There is not a sample for every assignment, but by looking at them, and in particular the final research paper sample, it gives you an idea of what I am expecting from you. If you ever have a question about an assignment as to what's accepted, ask me before it's due, preferably way before it's due. So don't make assumptions. If it's at all ambiguous, you don't feel that you understand, please reach out to me. Now, to assist you there too, I have included grading criteria for each assignment, what I'm looking for, and how many points out of that total assignment each particular characteristic that I'm looking for adds to that. So for example, we'll look at the assignment that's due the first week of class. Here you notice the first thing, that your submission has to follow the style guide that I provided you. The company you select must be publicly traded, that's 5 points. Fortune 500, another 5 points. And you have a well-documented issue or gap that has occurred with that company, another 5 points. And then you can see down there, I'm looking for you to say why you chose the company, what's interesting about the company, and each of those have 5. And then down at the bottom here, I'm expecting a minimum of 250 words. Oftentimes you're going to exceed that, and that's fine, but I want to set a minimum expectation with you. And this bottom one, I want to point out, it's in the syllabus, but again, I'm going to emphasize it. I am a stickler on spelling and grammar. If you want to be taken seriously in the business world, you have to have impeccable English language skills. If that's an area you struggle with, then I strongly encourage you to get with someone who has good English skills, have them help you proofread your documents, do whatever it takes to produce a finely polished document. I will subtract points for an assignment if you have spelling and grammar errors. I do limit the maximum. Some assignments a maximum 3, some it's a maximum 5. The points per spelling error changes on the different assignments. So just be careful on that. That will hurt you in your grade. Okay, so let's go back to the content, see if there's anything else. You'll notice each week there's an overview of what's going on in the week, and then you'll see there will be a read, watch, and apply section. So reading is typically things that I want you to read through and understand. Watching are various videos that you can watch and see. You'll notice there's videos that have been recorded by previous instructors that I'm taking advantage of. So you'll notice it's not my smiling face on those videos. I'm leveraging the work that they already did on those. And then in the apply section, this is where your assignments are. So on the first week, notice you have an assignment. You have to pick a company that you're going to be researching for the term. And then I want you to take this curiosity test. And it's just you answer a number of questions and it will come back and tell you something about your level of curiosity. And then I want you to post, what that told you about yourself, or if you already knew that, just react to that, and also introduce yourself to us as a class. On discussions, you have to make your first post by midnight Friday of the week, and then you have to reply to at least 2 other student posts by midnight Sunday. If you want to get full credit, pay attention to those. Unfortunately, with D2L and discussions, I can only put in one due date, and so it shows as midnight Sunday. But if you make your first post after midnight Friday, I will dock you points. And then each week we have a quiz that's on the material. These are pretty simple quizzes. You should sail through them right away. If you've gone through the materials, it should not be an issue at all for you. And so then you see as we go down each week, there's the different things laid out for each week what we're doing. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, week 9 is Thanksgiving. And so I've intentionally limited the amount that's due that week. You'll notice all that's due that week is the quiz. So you don't have any discussions or written assignments. So I wanted to give you a light week for Thanksgiving. So go back to the course homepage here. And that's really a high level just of the course. You'll notice for activities, you can access those from the link I showed you each week. You can also go directly up here to the discussions and assignments. Grades. This will be the only time I'll let you see my grade book, because none of you have any grades. Under FERP I can't let you see other people's information. But if you go here, it will give you, well, let's see. I'll pretend to be a student for a minute so you can see with the grades. So it will show you what have you earned for each of the assignments, and it'll give you your total score for the class. Now you'll notice here I've got a couple of bonus point assignments, which I'll communicate with you more about those as we get to the end of the term. So it's a chance where you can pick up a few extra points if you felt that one of the scores you got was not as good as you'd hoped. It can oftentimes push you into the next higher grade. They're between the 2 bonus point opportunities, that's half a grade. So it's 50 points between the 2 of them. And with that, I look forward to interacting with all of you, albeit most of you I will only interact with virtually, but I can meet with you if you're on campus and will want to schedule a meeting. I'm happy to meet with you face to face. use email, or set up a virtual video call, whatever works best for you. So good luck and enjoy the class.